All right, guys, we're rolling along here. Unit 9, Lesson 6, Geometry, Intro to Nets. We're actually just going to skip that top part. I don't think we're going to get much out of that. But let's go ahead and take a look at this bottom part here, and let's get rocking and rolling here. Got a lot to cover here. It says, label the various parts of the rectangular prism and the rectangular pyramid. What do you notice that that differentiates the prism and the pyramid? Okay, well, the prism has a rectangular face, while the pyramid has triangular faces. All right, and they come to a point. So when we look at this, the prism, all right, the prism has rectangular faces, and the pyramid has triangular faces. Okay. All right, let's keep rolling. Let me pull that up a little bit. A net is a two-dimensional composite figure. Okay. When folded, a net creates a three-dimensional object. All solid figures have specific nets. Okay. So let's take a look at this piece down here. This is pretty good. Let me make sure you can see down there, and you can. All right, it says, determine which of the following shapes would create the cube. Okay, explain why or why not. All right, so if we were to fold this up, this is a flat surface into a three-dimensional figure. This definitely creates a cube. How about this one? If I fold this side up, and these around, yes, that does. So we're finding out that we can unfold these a lot of different ways. How about this? Fold it up, and close it. Yep, figure 3 does. What about figure 4? Up, in, absolutely. So when we look at all of these figures, when we fold these nets up, we can get this three-dimensional shape, this cube, but not this one. All right. And it only has two flaps. We'll never close this back side. So the back side will not close. Okay. All right. Hopefully you got through that. We're going to flip over here and take a look at this piece back here, and I'll pull it down for you, and there you go. Okay, so let's continue. Sketch a net for each of the shapes below. Think through the process of unfolding the object, as well as the different characteristics of each object. Okay, so we have a rectangular pyramid, or some would call that a square. All right, sorry. And if I were to do that, I would start with my square, and then, or rectangle, and then I would put rectangles off the bottom like that. Okay, so that, when folded, gives us that. How about this? And there's a couple different ways to do it, but I'm just going to do it the way that I like to do it. I'm going to have one of the bases there, and then I'm going to have a rectangle here, another rectangle here, another rectangle here, and then a fourth one because there's four sides, and then the other flap would be over here. Fold it up, close it up. Okay. We have what is this here? This looks like to be a triangular prism, so I would have here, here, and here. Have one up here, one in the middle, one down below, and have a triangle right there. Okay. How is the net of the pyramid different from that of a prism? Well, the pyramid has triangular faces and only one base, right? While the prism has two bases and a rectangular face. So, if the bases are different, right? How's the net of a pyramid different than the prism? Well, it has one base. The base is different. It has one. It's a square pyramid, right? And then the base on the prisms, when we look at that, it has rectangular or it has two bases. Let's try with that. Two bases. And they are rectangular. Okay. All right, let's slide this down. Let me check it, and let's continue to rock and roll. There it is. All right, use the measurements from the nets below to label the solid figures. Okay, well, this should be interesting. All right, so what we're going to do is take that bit of information there, all right, up here at the top, and we're going to label these pieces down here. All right, so let's start with this cube. Okay, and when I look at that, here's the net for that cube, and I know it's going to be 7 by 7 by 7, right? And these are all in feet. I guess I should label those, right? Okay, so now what do we have here? We have a triangular prism, right? And it looks like to be this would be it right here, wouldn't it? I'm just going to draw a line so I see it. So this is a 15. The base of the triangle is 5. And then the height of the triangle, remember the base and the height have to be perpendicular, is 6 feet. Let me label all those, right? Okay, we got a rectangular pyramid, and it's going to kind of float through here, and it's 6 by 6, and it's actually a square pyramid, right? Square is a rectangle. One of the side edges is 7, but the vertical height here, it looks like, right? The vertical height, right, is 5 feet. Okay. And we're going to slide right up here to our rectangular prism. So I see that it is, and make sure you can see this now. I want to make sure. Yeah, you're good. All right. So you can see this is 10 feet. This is 6 feet. All right. And let's see here. Oh, I think I made a mistake. This is 6 feet. I went too fast. That's actually 2 feet. Okay. All right. And then the last one. And the last one's going to take us right there. And it looks to be an equilateral triangle, so that's 9. The height of it, we don't know the slant height, but we do know the vertical height is 12 feet, and that's 9 feet and 9 feet. So anyway, that's what they wanted to do is by labeling. Go ahead and jump into the folder and get after it. Thanks, guys.